Hello guys and welcome to Academic Sınavlar. As I promised in our previous lesson, we are gonna learn how to paraphrase numbers and percentages in IELTS Writing Task 1. Data in IELTS Writing is given on bar, line, and pie charts as well as tables. Whatever the type of diagram is does not affect the way you paraphrase the data. By paraphrasing, we mean saying or writing a word, an expression, or a sentence using other words without changing the meaning. Let's do one of them together. Of course, I am sure you know it, but you have to know them by heart since your time is limited in real exam. Okay, here we have 10%, which is equal 10 over 100. If we divide both numerator and denominator by 10, we will have 1 over 10. Paraphrasing it in a sentence in writing part can be like this. A, 10% of. B, 1/10. C, 1 out of 10. And D, 1 over 10. So you have 4 different ways to show a percentage as a fraction. Now you will have 1 minute to do the same thing for these percentages. After that, we will check your answers. Okay, was it hard? I'm sure not. Let's go over it. 10% equals a tenth. 20% is a fifth. 25% equals a quarter or a fourth. 40% is 2/5. 50% a half. 60% 3/5. 75% 3/4 or 3/4, and 80% equals 4/5. As you observed, these are the ones that have simple fractions. However, there are some cases where the numerator and the denominator of the fraction are not divided by a same number. So in that case, it will be hard to paraphrase it in a fraction form. That is why we use the numbers that are close to these numbers. For example, here, 13% is close to 10%, right? What did we say for 10%? We said 1/10 or 1 out of 10 or a tenth. So 13% is just over a tenth or more than a tenth. So 23% is slightly less than or under a quarter. What was a quarter? It was 25%. So 23% is less than 25%. Means less than a quarter. 35%, if you want to divide 100 by 3, the number that comes out is 33.3333. So 33% is almost a third of 100. So 35% can be a little more than a third. 50% was half. So 52% is more than a half. Last one, 79%. It is close to 80%. So 80% was 4/5. And 79% is just slightly less than 4/5. Here we have a note you have to pay attention to. When we have these kind of fractions and we want to write them in words, 1/10 or 1 out of 10 is not plural. But when you say 2, the same as 1 apple, 2 apples, here we have to put plural s. 2/10, a quarter, 3/4, or 3/4. So don't forget, whenever you have a nominator more than 1, you have to put plural s for denominator in word form. Now here we have a more complex sentence. You are gonna practice it over a sentence. As you can see in this chart, electricity usage in a day from 8 in the morning to midnight has changed. At first, it had a downward trend from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Then from 4 to 12, it increased, okay? we are gonna have a challenging part here. I want you to take your time, around 30 seconds, to write a sentence or maybe 2 sentences explaining the chart. Okay, well done. Now, let's check my sentence. You can see that I have paraphrased the words time and numbers while elaborating the diagram. Let's read it together. From 8 to 16, electricity consumption has reduced from 3/5 to more than 2/5, which was followed by a dramatic rise of just about 30% until midnight. 30% is the number I came up with by subtracting 45 from 75 to avoid repetition. Paraphrasing plays a key role in productive sections of international exams which require patience and practice. Anyway, practice makes perfect. Do not forget to follow us on social networks and our website to benefit from the latest educational materials and free services. This is Academic Sınavlar. Keep in touch.